Guys, this is pretty scary. This is rotten right here. Let's go ahead and change this post. Stat. All right, let's get to it. I'm going to replace this wooden colonial style porch with this. It is a 5-inch by 8-foot colonial style composite porch post, and it has a steel rod in the middle. And the problem with the wooden post, as you can see, is this right here is pretty rotten. And I've already patched it once on all the sides. You can kind of see the work that I did, but it's just not holding up. You can see these metal plates actually have shifted a little bit and it chipped off the corner of the brick, so I don't like that. Wood is just not the greatest thing to have exposed to the weather, which is why when they built this house, we said we do not want a wooden porch, because we knew at some point it's going to be rotten and we'd have a huge expense. So I figured the post, we could just replace it when they got bad. You don't have to freak out about it. It's very easy. I'll walk you through it. Let's take care of it right now. So before you start, what you need to do is go ahead and take a measurement of how high it is right now from the top to the bottom. This is 93 1/8. So I'm just gonna write that down. 93 1/8. Obviously, we're gonna have to take this gutter down because it's screwed into the post. The next step is you're gonna get a suitable post to jack up this side so we can remove the post. And then you just start cranking it up. I mean, it's not going to collapse, so it's okay. I've done this a couple times already. And you're just going to raise it up enough so it comes off just like that. It's pretty easy. And then you just rock it back and forth. Twist it, and it comes right off. Now you're going to be left with some caulking, some nail holes, and possibly nails. So I'm going to get up there and see what I have. Looks like all the nails came out nice and easy. There's a couple little finishing nails up here, and it's going to leave some holes. So I'm going to bang those back in. That way it sits flat for the next post. And because there's caulking on here, I'm just going to take a little sharp edge and just remove it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks pretty good. All right, the next step is just to remove all the plastic. It does come with a couple brackets that you can use when you put it back up. And one goes at the top and the other goes at the bottom. I'm just going to leave the bottom one off, and so I'm only going to use the top one. And the way it works is you're going to screw it into the post, and then we'll cut this off, and then this will rest squarely and firmly right in there. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to cut off the top, and you're going to have to cut off the bottom. And so I have really struggled with finding the perfect way to do it. If you have a chop saw, or not a chop saw, but a miter saw with a blade that cuts through metal, I think that might be the best thing. I don't have that, and I'm not going to buy a blade just to make a couple cuts. I am going to make a line just to kind of give me a frame of reference. Got to change the battery out. Now we're going to take that measurement that we did initially, 93 1/8, and we're going to mark that on the post from the very top all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to give myself an extra 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to go 93 1/4, because you can always take off more, but you can't add it back once you cut it off. So, and I'm going to be very careful that I don't screw this up, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. And let's go ahead and draw a line to kind of give me a frame of reference here. And then I'm going to measure one more time. $93 1/4. Now we're going to take this little bracket right here and we're going to put it right where the post is going to go. And we're going to put it this way where these little flanges are facing down, and the post will go up in it and it'll prevent it from moving around. Looks like my screw broke off in there. Whoa! But that's nice and tight. It's time to put this post where it belongs. Make sure it can be kind of centered up here and flush. Looks like it needs to come this way just a little bit, and we might be able just to wiggle it into position. Yeah. Stick it out just a little bit more. That's plumb like that. And that's plumb like this. Let's let it down. Well, that's it, guys. I replaced all these posts this afternoon, all 6 of them. It did take a couple hours, but I never did it before, so it was not as terrifying as I thought it would be. Just take your time, do the right measurements, and then the last part that I didn't do yet because it's starting to rain is to caulk around the top right there on all of them. I'm not going to do the bottoms because there's nothing to rot really, and the little decorative piece at the bottom, it just costs money, and I don't want to do that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see how I upgraded my downspout, then you can watch the full-length video. I'm going to be doing another video on adding a gutter to the middle one because there's just too much water flow on this gutter right here. But once I get the gutter back up, it'll be all good to go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.